Welcome. This is podcast number 3, the Fine Point Podcast numero tres, coming to you live from Fine Line Studios. We are a day program, part of Resources for Human Development. We provide artists with music studio, we do screen printing, jewelry, all type of stuff. The artists keep 80% of the profits from the art that they sell. In the studio today, we have Cody, who Kenny just told me is the musical artist of the month. Congrats, Cody.
There you go, Cody. Cody.
Thank you guys for that. And Jose, we have Charles, Amy Cakes in the back, Shannon, Brian, Ladybug, and to the left is my co-host, Evan. We'll get into introductions shortly. First off, I just wanted to recap last week. We've learned a few things.
That's quite a week, first of all. That was a heck of a week.
Nationwide. People are listening to the podcast.
And I think the first one was 2 million hits, and then I think we went up to 4 million this time. So.
SoundCloud sent me an email. Hey, can you guys cut it out with this amazing content? Everyone is listening.
We broke the website. It went down for at least 4 days because of you guys, because of you.
And now we got number 3 coming like a freight train. All right, recap last week. So what did we learn? For one, I learned that the word beads, B-E-A-D-S, sounds similar to the word beats. Thank you, Jen, because we were a little confused there, but it worked out. It was a funny segment.
Which, since she has said that she's going to sign up for gardening, and she's excited about eating the beets.
Nice.
So it's not like we didn't make any progress.
Yeah, and
there,
she's making a shirt too. It says Munchy Crunchy Tacos.
Catch lines everywhere. You can buy all of it on the Fine Line Studios website. Munchy Crunchy Tacos coming at you.
And okay, so that was the first thing we learned. Second thing we learned is the emails are coming in. Brian, you got a lot of emails like usual, but Jen's getting those emails. She's not even the one-liner, she's the one word. That's all she needs, but she's getting a lot of emails, so I appreciate that. Just to mention, instead of me repeating the email, everything is going to be in the description of SoundCloud, so all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, you can find us, but we want to hear the artist's voice. Exactly, like Jose right there laughing. We want to hear the artist's voice. You want to hear me repeating email addresses all the time.
Jose, you got a great laugh, man. Did anyone ever tell you that?
DJ Green
in the house.
Yes. It's DJ Green or Darth Vader. I'm confused. So one final recap from last week. What a great podcast, number 2. We have momentum. That's what Kenny said. I'm going to say that because Kenny is the lead staff here in the studio. So one final thing. We have a sponsor update. We got a few different sponsors. Blake Shelton reached out to our producer. Arby's, man, that would be a good sponsor. Taco Bell as well. So, the producer's sifting through all the emails, working out the contracts.
Be available.
What's that, Jose?
Pizza Hut would be available for 60 cents.
What's that?
Pizza Hut.
Oh yeah, Pizza Hut. We have so many emails. That's why I have like the producer there looking through everything because we could have a sponsor.
Do you want Pizza Hut to be a sponsor for us?
Yeah, especially if I got taste with some jello cake. Number 3.
And make sure to talk right into that mic too. It's right in front of you.
I got some taste.
We'll move it.
Got taste with some jello cake. That's good. That's
that would be. We could have a circular, all food that's circular. You have a jello cake and then a pizza. What do you think about that, Brian? Let's have a sponsor feast.
Subway footlongs.
Subway footlongs. I like your style.
How about peanut butter and jelly?
Peanut butter jelly, just
This is
very broad.
This is very serious.
Is the sponsor.
Wow. So, man, we got our work cut out for us. Thank you, executive producer, for sifting through those emails because we're in discussions with Arby's. I like Brian's thought about footlongs. If we had a good sponsor, I will wear their shirt, their hat, whatever it takes.
They're not doing so great on their promotional campaigns with the Jared Fogle. And
they lost Jared. Yeah. We need a new Jared.
And cheeseburgers.
Man, we're going to have a full spread here soon enough. It's going to be like NASCAR. We have those jackets with like 10 different logos on them. All right, so last week went great. That was the recap. One final just housekeeping thing. We have an art show, opening reception Saturday, April 8th. The information is in the SoundCloud description. So all that information, look in the SoundCloud description for our email address, social medias, all that, Instagram, Facebook. We want to fill our time with artist voices. I think you agree. So if you want to learn more, follow us, see the art, all you got to do is look at that description. So now it is what you've all been waiting for, the introductions. DJ Green in the house. Introduce yourself to the audience.
My name is Jose Terrell Green. I'm doing a podcast with all our artists, and I like my music.
Yeah, what do you like to work on here at the studio?
I like to work on my reverse music.
Can you explain the reverse music a little bit, Jose?
What?
Can you explain?
Yeah, we're
what
gonna
the
be
reverse-
playing one of your tracks later. Like, can you just tell us about your inspiration?
Yeah, I like
What's some of your favorite musical artists?
rap. I like Tech Nine Reverse.
Tech Nine Reverse.
I like Sesame
Sick.
Street Reverse. I like Kanye West and Reverse. I like all kinds.
And you like Frank Zappa
Yeah.
Forward. And we were recently found out that you like noise music, and I found some like free jazz noise bands.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so,
So cool.
gross, Jose.
I do.
That is not a fan of the noise rock.
I am.
I know you are.
I like your style though. It's awesome, Jose.
I like William Parker too.
Who's that?
Jazz.
Oh, nice.
I like David. That's real
I'm
too.
a big fan of jazz. I like to listen to all different types. I appreciate your enthusiasm, Jose. That's awesome to have you. I've been wanting to have you on the podcast. What's the cool thing about our podcast is we have 57 different artists. So each week we're going to have different people on and different cast of characters. We do have a three-peater in the house. We will get to that person. If you're playing at home, you can try to guess who's back. Podcast the third time. Thank you, Jose, for your introduction. Next up, Ladybug, do you have some input?
My name is Lucy Brown.
Oh, okay. Not yet.
Giving it up way too early there.
But we'll move in clockwise direction, and we'll get to you. I like your enthusiasm. I'm so glad that Ladybug is here. Mr. Shannon. And remember to talk into the microphone if needed. So Mr. Shannon's next. We also have a first-timer on the podcast. Mr. Shannon, say hello to the audience.
Hello.
As he sticks his nose onto the mic. Gotta use your mouth, bud.
Hello.
Hi.
I like
You have
nice
such a good
voice.
radio voice. Yeah.
Mr. Shannon, did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, go with your buddy.
Nice. What do you like to work on here in the studio? I've seen some of your pieces.
Did?
Yeah, I think you do drawing and painting, is that right?
That's right.
That's awesome. I'm so glad you made it. You're one of my favorite people here to have in my group.
Aw,
Heart of gold.
What's your favorite thing to draw, Shannon?
I don't know.
Just kind of, what's your inspiration?
I don't know.
Just kind of comes out of your head?
My head. Right?
There it is. Good.
Very nice.
Good answer.
Heart of gold. All right, next up. He goes by many names. Mr. Brian, a.k.a. The Flash, a.k.a. Rico Suave, a.k.a. Bam Bam Bigelow, a.k.a. What was the last nickname you had, Brian, that you told me?
B Chisel.
B. Chisel. Man, he is back. 3-peater. This is 1, 2, 3. His third time back. You know, when I saw him roll in today, my heart just melted. I was like, I love Brian. I love his voice. I love that he comes to the studio. Brian, B. Chisel, introduce yourself to the audience.
Hello, my name is BM.
BM. No, try a different one.
Well. my name is B Chisel as a name. Brian Martin. And I would like to say today is Monday, April 3rd. We also have a show, art show down at the lake Shelton.
The Good Shepherd
April-
Gallery in Ferguson, Missouri. Check out the SoundCloud description to learn more. Opening reception this Saturday. Go ahead, Brian. I love the enthusiasm for the art show because you're going to have a few pieces in there. It's called Inside. It's all about our feelings. Erin, the art coordinator, is framing up stuff. She's going to be installing this week. Come see our faces. We talked about seeing our faces. We'll be there, right? Won't
Yes, yeah.
DJ Fortuna?
Oh yeah, we're all gonna make
come
it.
see us. Come meet us.
Tons of artists coming out. Brian B Chisel, aka BM.
Yeah, Brian.
apparently.
Brian, you're going to be there. Are you going to come to the opening reception?
You excited about it?
Yes.
You did
Okay.
come to the holiday opening house.
First and foremost, do not go to the Lake Shelton. That is the wrong place to go. That Lake Shelton is probably super far away. You know what I mean?
All right. Thank you, Brian. That was so exciting. He's back for the third time. If you're playing along at home, the answer is Brian as far as the three-peater. But a few newcomers in the studio. Next up, to my right, Ladybug, introduce yourself to the audience.
Hi, I am Nancy Brown.
Oh, this is you. This is this is your real voice.
You're always-
I am Ladybug,
Uh-huh.
and
What would you like to say to the listening audience nationwide? People are going to be hearing your voice.
see, I like to draw faces because it makes me happy and stuff like that, and it makes me proud of myself, and it makes me think of things about other people, and I like to make money off of them and stuff, and that's just why I draw 'em.
Yeah, the artists here, we do all kinds of different art, 2D, 3D, but they keep 80% of the profits, and I just think that's awesome.
This has been a pretty classic question that we've gone through, but since we have new people, except for Brian, we always know what you spend your money on, Brian. But Ladybug, what are you spending all this cash that you make on? What is your end goal with all the profit you make?
Artist that I'm about to make is to get my hair done.
Oh,
Awesome.
is it the hair
That's
done
great.
for the art show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to be there Saturday?
Yes.
All right, opening reception,
Are
4
you
to
gonna
6
give
p.m.
yourself a mullet?
Yes.
Okay, you're going for the mullet.
Yes.
Do you know what the mullet is?
What is the mullet?
All right, you maybe should ask your hairdresser that.
How about
first.
a mohawk? Are you familiar
No,
with
no
the mohawk?
mohawk, just braids.
Braids. I like it. So come, Saturday, April 8th is probably the last time I'm going to mention it. You can meet the faces behind the art, the faces behind the podcast. Very exciting. Erin's going to be working very hard this week to set it up. So if you see her, shake her hand because she does a lot of work. There are a lot of people behind the scenes that we can't even mention here because there's so many different people that make our program work, and we appreciate that.
Jose, what are you spending your money on, man?
Electronics.
What kind of electronics?
I'm already getting a new scanner.
And-
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there you go.
And you have that piece, the star piece that's going to be in the art show. That's going to be really cool.
Yes, it is.
You worked really hard on that.
Yeah,
What other electronics do you like?
I like radios and scanners and
Subwoofers.
subwoofers
Yeah.
and
The bass.
the bass.
I like that.
You like it when it hits your chest and it feels like your heart's about to come out?
Yeah.
Like that 40 hertz.
I like TVs and stuff.
That's cool, man. I was really excited to have you
I
on.
forgot one more thing.
Go ahead.
I like CB radios and
Yeah.
stuff.
So when you talk to the truckers, what do you say? So if I'm going to pretend I'm a trucker, hey there, Jose.
What's your 20?
Turn 4.
10-4.
10-4.
Breaker,
Roger
breaker,
that.
breaker. 1, 2, breaker. 1, 2.
All right. So we're almost done with introductions. I am DJ CT. To my left, my co-host, DJ $, DJ Fortuna. Introduce yourself, sir.
Evan Fortune. It's
Evan
good.
Fortune.
The third podcast, guys. The
Trace.
third.
Numero tres.
And we're just killing it. Just killing it.
Es mejor así, señor.
We're just
Should do a
making-
Spanish podcast. That'd be
Oh,
fun.
man.
Telemundo. I'll just add them to the sponsor list. All right. So, yeah, send us an email. We got great people here. My goal is to have almost every client, artist on the podcast. We got 3 newbies plus Brian. Before we get into any segments, I want to talk about the Lake of the Ozarks. One thing I haven't been clear is like we're in Bridgeton, Missouri, which is part of St. Louis County, but we represent St. Louis. Right now, we're about 10, 12 miles out from the city, but people listening nationwide, that'll give you kind of like a sense of place. We are in St. Louis, Missouri. Cardinals just had opening day last night. Very exciting. Blues are doing well. But I want to talk about Lake of the Ozarks, which is probably the most exciting, at least natural.
It's a vacation spot.
Yeah.
An easy vacation
The
spot.
best
for people in
terrain.
Missouri.
That's what I'm trying to say. You
Oh,
go to
yeah.
California, they got mountains, the beach. Well, Missouri, we got Lake of the Ozarks, the Ozark Mountains, and all that.
Branson.
Branson's
is a beautiful
solid,
place
yeah.
too. Yeah.
But Jose, have you been to the Lake of the Ozarks before?
Yes.
What'd you think?
I like it.
And you talked about going on a boat sometime, right?
Which,
Didn't we at my farm?
yeah.
But when was the last time you were at the Lake of the Ozarks?
I don't know. I don't remember.
What's your favorite part about being at the lake?
Stay in the hotel.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice.
You're the inside guy, right?
Yeah.
Living that lavish life.
Ladybug, have you ever been to Lake of the Ozarks?
No,
Do you want to go?
no,
Do you have any desire to be around water whatsoever?
no.
You look like a good swimmer, or maybe you're fish. You like to fish?
Yes, I like to fish.
There we go.
Ladybug, did you go fishing with me one time?
Yes,
And did you catch anything?
yes.
What'd you catch?
I fish.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Did you keep it?
No,
Did you name it?
no.
Did you throw it back?
Yes.
Good shot.
All right. Solve that mystery. So, the reason I'm bringing up Lake of the Ozarks, thank you, Ladybug, for that great insight, Brian and Jose as well. The reason I'm bringing up Lake of the Ozarks because I have a new segment. Who's excited for a brand new segment called
Shannon. Shannon's
Clap
excited.
It out. Clap it
Shannon's
out. New
getting it.
segment.
New segment.
I've done research, believe it or not.
Just making them segments happen.
I know they're on the edge of the seat.
Around
like
8 o'clock
last
at
week.
night, right?
8:30.
8:30 is when they
8:30.
come
My
in.
ideas just come rolling in, and I have to just write them down. So, local positive news. Local positive news is the segment. So guess what? We're talking about Lake of the Ozarks. There's a brand new app coming this summer. It's called Anchor. It's basically like Uber. Uber's the rideshare company. Hopefully you're familiar with that. It's really helped us out here in St. Louis City to get around. But it's basically an Uber for boats at Lake of the Ozarks, an on-demand water transportation. So if you don't have a boat, you want to get to the other side of the lake, you go on the app. You can search by the rating, the type of boat. And the cool thing is they're helping to reduce accidents. If you're not familiar with Lake of the Ozarks, there's an area called Party Cove. Believe it or not, people party there.
You'd be pretty fun at Party Cove,
Yes,
Jose.
I will.
I've seen you do those headstands. It's definitely, he's a party animal.
Would you bring Jello cake to Party Cove?
If somebody make me one,
Would it be Jello shot cake?
Now we're getting somewhere.
I never tried that before.
No, don't try it. It's gross.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
is. I wouldn't try that.
But
Nah.
but what do you think, Jose? A safe way to get across the lake? Isn't that some local positive news?
Yes.
That's awesome. Because people like to drink, not me. That's not what I do.
Not me
but-
either.
Yeah, exactly, Jose. But if you need to get a ride, it's coming soon. So they're actually looking for drivers. If you have a boat in Lake of the Ozarks, go to anchorrides.com. This is a real thing, and I just want to focus on. I kind of got inspiration from Jay Snow last week with her spoken word piece. Just tired of all the negative stuff. So this is what this segment's about.
I go.
Local, positive news.
I want to drive the boat. Can I
Me
drive the
too.
boat? You want to drive the boat too, Jose?
You don't need a captain's license. I don't really know much about all that. Yeah, like you just need to sign up and have a boat and be of a certain age.
Oh, man.
I want me a boat.
You want a boat?
Yeah.
How much would you spend on a boat, Jose?
A lot of money.
How much is a lot of money?
Mm.
Throw me a number out.
$2,000.
$2,000. All right. So if anyone has a $2,000 boat out there, Jose Terrell Green will be your driver.
I think he'd like a pontoon boat. That would be nice. The little coverage in there and you get out in the sun.
Perhaps Jose would be our anchor.
What I gotta watch out for, make sure it don't tip over.
Yeah, don't tip me over, man. I need you to be a good driver.
I want a steady boat. A steady boat.
A sturdy boat?
That won't tip over at all.
Good. All right. Well, then, yes.
That's
When
what I
go-
look for in my boat. Something that doesn't tip over.
Maybe something without holes in it, Jose.
What?
No
A
holes
Swiss
in the boat,
cheese
right?
boat.
What is that?
It's got a lot of holes apparently. It goes straight. You get in and it goes straight down. Sinks.
Did you ever see the movie Titanic, Jose?
Yeah.
I don't want that experience. Okay.
No.
Okay.
This concludes local positive news. Ladybug is back just in time. So that's going to be a really cool thing. You know, I wanted to find some positive stuff, and you know what? If you can get around without a boat, with if you ever are in trouble or whatever, you need a ride, you're drinking, Anchor app, anchorrides.com. Local positive news.
With Jose Green as maybe our potential
Captain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Captain Green? Can I
We
call
need
you
a
Captain
hat.
Green?
Yeah.
He needs a hat.
I wear a hat.
Yeah, well, I don't know a lot about being a captain of a boat, but all the captains I've seen wear hats.
But I want to drive a study boat.
We'll get you a sturdy boat. I promise you that. A $2,000 sturdy boat to pick up
Yeah,
all of your
Craigslist,
people.
casual
And
encounters.
you want to say, I don't want a Swiss
slash-
cheese boat. That's what you say, all right?
Yeah. I don't want a Swiss cheese boat. I want a sturdy boat. That won't tip over.
Fair enough. Safety first. This concludes local positive news. Next up, we're going to premiere, I think this is the world premiere, song by DJ Green. DJ Green in the studio right now. The song is called First Time. DJ Green, Jose, can you tell us a little about your inspiration? I know there's some backwards samples in here. It's so awesome that you like this progressive type music. Talk to us a little bit about your inspiration for this track called First Time.
It has a big bass.
Mm-hmm.
It has a beat, and I like how it sounds, and it's good too. Now this first song you're gonna hear is "First Time" by DJ Green.
That's you. Let's roll the clip. Good introduction. Roll that clip.
Yeah, Jose! Jose!
What a cool song. I love the backwards samples in there. It's so cool. And you're going to hear this not only here, but at our art show. We're going to have a listening station. Art show's on everyone's mind, but this track, First Time by DJ Green,
I just
will
want to
be
let
there.
all of the listeners know how progressively good Jose has gotten at music since I've known him, because I've known you for about 4 years now, Jose.
Wow.
And you keep impressing me, man. It just keeps getting better and better, and he keeps searching the web, getting new influences, and it's really showing in your stuff. So good job, dude.
Good job. One more time.
Self-clap
Round of
for
applause.
Jose.
He's clapping, and I'm going to clap. All right, very nice. We're going to play one more track, too, now that we're on the topic. World premiere song by Barb C, featuring Delana. This one's called Suddenly. Brian, do you know Barb C, right? One of the artists here at the studio?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have like a favorite memory of Barb C or something you can share with the audience about Barb C? What do you like about her?
Barb C, she does a wonderful job with the music, and then I think portraits and you know a lot of other different things, and Steve Harvey, you know, the actor.
I told her to draw a portrait of me. It's coming soon. Go ahead, Brian.
And she's very, very talented and very pleasant. She don't hesitate. She just does the work, and I it's it's a pretty good, awesome thing, and I really admire that kind
I like
of.
she's just motivated. Her and like Wanda will be in the group starting before even the time for them to be in there, and that's what I really like is just motivated. And people make money; they get 80% of the profits of what they sell, so it's just real exciting. Jose, what you got a story about Barb C?
You're pretty close to our Barb, aren't you, Jose? Barb C. You guys are pretty close.
Not really. It's Bree has to tune her out though.
Oh, tune her out.
Yeah, there's a few people that kind of riles other people up, and you know what I say is just ignore them. It's
Walk
really
away.
challenging. Yeah, ignore them and walk away. But and I've learned this too. In the heat of the moment, it's very challenging. But some days we have 40 different clients. They all come in the morning. Everyone's had different things that happen with their home staff or whatever it is. So it's just all about being patient and ignore and walk away because people are going to get mad. And the last thing we want to do is to have any conflicts arise between the artists. So, but first, let's world premiere the song by Barb C featuring Delana called Suddenly. Roll that clip.
Good job, Barbara. Yeah.
What a great song.
Clip.
Shout out to Evan Fortune on the mix.
Yeah, that was a good day. She
I
came
know.
in. She came in with a good idea.
And when I was like, "What's that? That one sound I couldn't." I was like, "Is that instrument?" And then you're like, "Oh, that's Delana." I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah. She came in. Delana kind of played the producer role, and there's a cool little acoustic guitar rhythm that she decided to pitch shift up, and
Yeah, that's awesome.
She kind of made the song. Her and Barb both.
One aspect of our studio is we create a lot of music. So the podcast you've heard a few songs today, but the podcast is one way just to get our music out there because we do 2D, 3D art, which is really accessible at galleries and watching, online for social media posts. But how do you get music out there? So podcast is a way. We're going to do some DJ mix. We're actually going to have a DJ week at the end of April. Jose, I'm going to bring my turntables in. We can play stuff backwards, forwards, and that's going to coincide with a record store day at the end of the month. Once again, in the studio, we have Cody, Jose, Charles, and Amy Cakes in the back. Thank you for your input today, Amy Cakes. Mr. Shannon, Brian, to my right, Ladybug, to my left, the co-host of the Fine Point podcast, Evan.
And I wanted
Fortune.
to let you know you're doing a great job, man. And actually, I played a little mystery segment here. I was counting up how many shout outs CT gave over here, and you know what? I only got one shout. I didn't get a shout out. I only got one shout. So
what I like to do is listen to the podcast and see what words I repeat too frequently, and then make sure not to do that this time. And I caught myself.
But we're gonna go back. We're gonna give the shout out to Blake Shelton, the shout out to Arby's,
get them all in.
The shout out to
Subway's
Subway,
footlongs, which I hear they're not that long anymore. Like they're shorter. Who else we shout out? Taco Bell.
Yeah, Taco Bell.
Science Center. We're finding the sponsor. The executive producer is sifting through the emails. Brian, your hand's raised. One final thought from Mr. Brian.
Everybody work with everybody and understands everyone, and I kind of like that.
Everyone understands everyone. I like that. Go ahead.
It's kind of fun. It does bring tears to my eyes, and I really like it. It's really, really awesome. Some days are hard days, but I try to pull it through. This is a very, very awesome program. Everybody work with everybody.
Nice.
I think everything is working better for everybody.
Roll that outro. Thank you, Brian. Getting tears in his eyes almost.
Aw.
But, the staff here, we work really hard. Jay Snow last week made sure to give a shout out to all past, former, current staff members and artists. And there's a lot of people here to make this work. So thank you, Brian, for the inspirational words. We're going to roll that outro. Round of applause for you guys.
Yeah, give it up to you guys. Numero 3. Numero 3.
Podcast number 3, Numero Trace. Thank you so much for joining us. Once again, check the description and SoundCloud for information how to get a hold of us, the link to our website, etc. So exciting. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you next time.